Hi, and welcome to the Gojenn podcast, video cast. I think this is episode 88. Today is November 26th, 2016, and I am in beautiful Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in a really nice family-style campground. I think this is our last camping trip of the year, so I'm kind of sad. I really enjoy this. Okay, behind me, this is our Class C motorhome, which means the cab is part of the motorhome, but and it's all on a truck, a big Ford V10 chassis, whatever that means. It means something, because when you tell that to people who know what it means, they go like, oh. So you're not going to believe all the things I have to show you today. And I have to do this in one solid take because I have nothing to edit with today. I don't have my laptop, and so I'm hoping I'll keep it short enough that I'll be able to upload it with the bandwidth we have here. If you hear noises in the background, of course, that'll be kids, trucks moving their motorhomes, or great big humongous motorhomes. You never know what it's going to be around here. It's a lot of fun. We're having fun. Of course, you notice I am wearing my barley hat, and yeah, I'm going to keep my head moving so you don't. No, the boo-boo is really in the back. The worst spot is in the back, so we're just gonna keep it moving so that nobody can zero in on it. You're not gonna believe how many whips I have, because I know that if you've been watching for a while, you know that I'm pretty much a start a project, finish a project, start a project, finish a project. Maybe have a knitting and a crochet project going at the same time, but rarely do I have more than one thing going. Besides my sock yarn blanket, square blankets, and that's just to, use up scraps or minis. Yeah, anyway, if you hear leaves falling, that's because that's what we did here yesterday. They talk about watching paint dry. Watching leaves fall is pretty nice too. It's very relaxing and calming, and there's no camping because it's an escape from the real world for me right now, at least. You just leave all the crap behind. Ugh. So let me show you some of my whips. Okay, this first one is one I've had in process for a long time. I'm using Peyton's Croy sock yarn in the blue striped rag colorway, and yeah, I'm making a sock. I'm making it with double pointed needles that are Knit Picks needles, and I'm enjoying it because it's exciting to see the colors change on the yarn. Doesn't take much to excite me, I'll be the first to admit that, but you work a couple rounds in one color, and then, oh, here comes the gray, and then you work a couple rounds of the gray, and whoop, here comes some other color. I think that this is going to be too loose of a cuff, but while I was doing it, I forgot a couple times that I was doing knit one, purl one, or knit two, purl two ribbing, and so I screwed it up. But I don't care. I think it's at least going to be big enough to get my leg into. The last sock that I tried to make, I should have found olive oil and sent it to her because, whew. Okay, and this is Living in My Fat Squirrel bag by Amy Beth, and I highly recommend her hilarious podcast. It's hilarious, but she's an ace at knitting and doing things that are just awesome, fabulous. Another whip. Can you believe it? No, me either. This is using some Malabrigo sock yarn. I hope you're seeing that. I can't really tell because of the glare I got on the screen. But anyway, it's a lovely red and brownish green. yarn. And like I said, Malabrigo. And Malabrigo is my favorite. It is beautiful. Um, when I don't, like I said, I don't have any editing equipment with me. So I'm going to lay this here. I got a white towel as our tablecloth on our picnic table. Because if it gets nasty or dirty or whatever, bird poop, yeah, you just throw it in the washing machine. Instead of like a plastic tablecloth for your camper that gets just really messed up. So that's very tacky and nasty. And then you have to wipe it off. And then what do you do with that? So I told you this is Malabrigo sock. The colorway is 137 Stone Chat or Stone Shaw. I don't know. And it is beautiful. Like I said, it's a really deep, rich red, brownish red and brownish greenish. It's a lot of issues going on. This project bag, which you've seen before with all the peacocks on it. Isn't it beautiful? This is from Wise Owl Designs. And it is a drawstring bag. I don't know, I like drawstring bags because when you feed your yarn out of it, you don't have to worry about getting it caught on any zipper teeth. And that's a good thing. But I like the zipper because it's really secure. I don't have to worry that it's going to come loose. This project bag is from Tink Yarns, Perfectly Imperfect, tinkyarn.com. I like this. It's just a little muslin bag that's been screen printed. Okay, so didn't tell you what this is. This is a cowl. Duh. I'm sorry, bad me. It is a cowl. The name of the cowl is Jennifer. Isn't that silly? It is. It is by Vicki Chan. Let me check that. Pretty sure it's by Vicki Chan. It is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. Her patterns are written, yes, Vicki Chan, and the name of it is Jennifer, which you might have figured out is my real name, but I always go by my Gojenn. Anyway, it is a cowl. This is not the small size, because the small size I thought was just too close to the neck. So anyway, I'm going to put this out here and hope that I will be able to turn the camera around and show you how beautiful the pattern is. And of course it'll show up more once it's been blocked because it says wool. Okay, and my third project, and this is in some Knit Picks Hawthorne. I really like the Hawthorne yarn from Knit Picks. It's a little not variegated, but like kettle dyed, so that you get small variations within the colorway. And this is the Turkish Delight colorway. And this is a Venus shawl. I think if I told you last time, if you are a crocheter, you would love the Venus shawl. Are you able to see that at all? I hope so. I'm going to put it down here and hope that I'll show you when I'm done yapping. Oh, I'm not yapping. Believe me, we've got yappy dogs that live near us this weekend. But anyway, so this is the Venus shawl. I'm using the Knit Picks Hawthorne fingering weight in Turkish Delight colorway. Good podcaster, I have told you the 3 projects. Right, socks. I don't have a pattern that I'm really using on the socks. They're just going to be vanilla. I've got 60 stitches on the DPNs, and I'm not sure what size DPNs they are. I don't know, but anyway. And when you go away, you just take the basics, which you really have to have, and you don't have to have a needle gauge when you go. My dream is to be able to travel full-time, not have to work, to be able to travel full-time and see the country, go to Canada, maybe Mexico, I realize that that's out of the country, just in case you thought I thought that Canada was like one of the big North states. No better. But that's our dream, and we would really like to do that before we get, too old to enjoy it, or our health fails, or whatever. So anyway, I do hope that you're having a good week, and like I said, see, here comes one of those big diesel trucks that they use to pull their campers, so they're noisy. So the people in the truck are looking at the lady talking to the phone, and they think she's really crazy. But anyway, okay. I don't want to go too long because I don't know if I'm going to be able to record. But here is the VIRUS Shawl. Isn't it beautiful? And it is the easiest pattern. It is so addictive. It was just wonderful to actually work on. I really have enjoyed it. Once you get this much of it down, the rest of it just falls into place and is a repetition. It's addictive. And so is this pattern that is the Jennifer cowl that I'm using the Malabrigo on. Each row you go around and you do something, and it is truly, truly beautiful. So I'm going to try to give you a view of the campground. It is really nice, peaceful, pretty quiet. And so I hope you've had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you're not going too crazy with your holiday crafting. And until I see you again, I hope that you have time filled with love and laughter.